In this video, we are going to learn how to solve a really popular SQL interview problem from Amazon called monthly percentage difference. This is one of the hard SQL interview problems I think everyone needs to learn how to answer. The reason being is because this is a really common business use case, especially if you work in retail or finance. Let's look at the description below. Given a table of purchases by date, calculate the month-over-month percentage change in revenue. The output should include the year-month date in year-end month format and percentage change rounded to the second decimal point and sorted from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. The percentage change column will be populated from the second month forward and can be calculated as this month's revenue minus last month's revenue divided by last month's revenue times 100. And we are giving a table called SF transactions. If we preview the transaction table, we have transaction ID, transaction timestamp, value, and purchase ID. To solve this problem, I will break down the solution into 4 steps. We'll begin by grouping the transaction data by month and year. Our first query does 2 main things. First, it uses the convert function to change the created as value into the correct format. We'll call this new column period. This gives us a way to group our data by month and year. Second, it adds up all the value amounts for each period. This sum represents the total revenue for that month and year. If we review the output, we now have a base data set with total revenue by each period. In step 2, I will convert the query into a CTE called base. CTE stands for Common Table Expression. It works kind of like a temporary table in which you can reference it like a regular table. In step 3, we will create a new column to retrieve previous month's revenue. Here, I will select everything from the base table, and to calculate previous month's revenue, we can use a window function called lag. The lag function allows us to access data from a previous row in the results set. The parameter value 1 is the offset distance. If you change the value from 1 to 2, it will skip every other row instead of the last row. Now in the output, we now have 3 columns, period, revenue, and previous month's revenue. In the final step, we can easily perform the monthly revenue percentage difference. In SQL Server, you cannot directly use a window function output to perform a calculation. Instead, I will convert the output into a subquery table. Select the period column and insert the revenue change percentage calculation. Now, review the output to make sure the numbers are correct. Once you are certain the result is correct, go ahead, click Check Solution, and the system will mark the solution as solved. This is everything I am going to cover for this video. Hopefully you guys find the video useful. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more SQL solution videos like this. See you in the next one.